A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
All again on 2nd down.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Jalen Armour-Davis getting back there to stop him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
David Ojabo.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jalen Armour-Davis.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the counter, it's Hall. And some room to work. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Jackson on first down. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and the deficit will hold pat at 13. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game.
of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jackson going to run again. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Jackson on 1st down.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They'll run with Hall.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hall again.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very different now. People blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Here's Jackson.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and 1
situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a week.